So students, we
Good
can
afternoon,
have an
sir.
introduction. Okay, before others join. Okay, my question is, am I audible to you? And whether the screen that I have shared is visible to each one of you? Please reply. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Sir,
we
your
can
voice
have,
is not clear.
voice is not clear. Is it clear now?
Good afternoon, sir.
Am I audible to you now? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
we can have
Yes, sir.
we can have just discussion about the idea of motion. We heard about motion, right? Motion and rest. Have you heard about motion and rest?
Yes, sir.
So can please respond fastly. We don't have enough time. So my question is, anyone? Have you heard about motion? Any idea?
Yes, sir.
What is
So, may I
motion?
tell?
How we can tell, or where, how, or
So
we
we
can
can
tell
see-
an object is in motion? Please tell.
When the object is moving,
Simply, how we can tell simply like that? Simply object is moving. Doesn't, that definition is not complete. So what we have to explain before that?
so your voice is not clear.
Wait. I'll make it clear. Now, am I audible to you? Now, am I audible to you? Please tell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. My question is, when or how or when we can tell an object is moving or is in motion? See, look at the PPT. The screen is visible to you, right? The PPT that I have shared is. Now tell me whether the screen is visible to you. Tell me, please tell me whether the screen
Yes,
is visible
sir.
to you.
Yes, sir.
There is
Yes,
some problem in my network today. Sorry for that. So motion. So we are studying about the motion. Before that, see, first look at the figure itself in the PPT that I have shared. Look at the figure. It's riding a motorcycle, right? A person is riding a motorcycle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that object itself is in that motorcycle, and the man as a whole is in motion. We can tell. it is in motion, right?
Yes, sir.
But the point is, see, when we consider the person, consider the object in motion, but still, when we compare the motion of the or the position of the person with respect to the motorcycle. See, the person is moving along with the motorcycle, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why I am telling like that? The person itself is moving along with the motorcycle. So my point is, with respect to the motorcycle, I am asking you whether, with respect to the, when I am comparing the person who is riding the motorcycle and comparing him with respect to the motorcycle, is he at rest or in motion? Please tell me. Please.
In motion.
Carefully.
In motion.
No, I'm asking, please listen very carefully. The person is moving along with the motorcycle. Right? Right or wrong?
Right,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So, with
Right,
respect to the, so listen very carefully and answer, because there is a confusion behind that. So along, the person is moving along with the motorcycle. So with respect to the motorcycle, whether the position of the object, whether the position of the person is changing or not, with respect to the motorcycle, actually motion means the position of the object should change. Right or wrong?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
sir.
For the motion, we are telling the body is in moving. It means that the position of the object should change. Right or wrong?
Right, sir.
But
Right,
so that's why I'm telling, please answer very carefully. So with respect to the motorcycle, the person who is riding the motorcycle, and he is moving along with the motorcycle. So my question is, with respect to the motorcycle, whether the position of the object is, position of the person is changing or not. With respect to the motorcycle, I am asking.
Not changing.
Along with the motorcycle,
Not changing.
it's not
Not
changing, right?
changing.
Is it changing or not changing?
Not changing.
Not changing.
What does it mean? See, with respect to the motorcycle, its position is not changing. What does it mean? So my question I am asking again, whether the motorcycle, person moving along with the motorcycle. So with respect to the motorcycle, the person is at rest or in motion? Please answer me.
Rest.
Yes, that's the point.
Rest.
See, that's the clear, most important idea of this beginning of this chapter. Okay, but again I am asking you, why you? But please justify your answer. Why you told that the position or the body, the person who is riding the motorcycle is at rest? Why you told like that? Why? Please tell me the reason for that.
Sir, because its place is not changing.
So the bike is moving, but the person is not moving.
No, don't speak like this, beating at the bush. Please tell the point only. See, I told you what is motion. If position of an object is changing with the time, listen, what is motion? Simply, if the position of an object is changing with the time, then we can tell that the body is motion, right? Now answer me.
Yes, sir.
So now again
Yes,
answer me.
sir.
So for a body to be at motion, its position should change. That's the clear idea. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Please respond
Yes,
very
sir.
fast. If you don't have enough time also, you should respond, because it is online class. You should respond when I ask any question. Then only you can go forward. Then only I can come to know that you are understanding, right? It's very important.
Yes, sir.
So my question is, again I am
Yes,
repeating.
sir.
So my question is, the person who is riding the motorcycle, okay? With respect to the motorcycle, is he at a rest or in motion? and please tell why you are telling like that. Yeah, please answer me. Anyone?
So he is in rest because
So he-
because its position is not changing by the time.
No. Yeah. What you told is correct, but you should answer more specifically. The reason is that see, he's at rest with respect to the motorcycle. The person who is riding the motorcycle is at rest. Why? Because his position is not changing with respect to the motorcycle. That point you have to specifically, clearly answer, right? Did you understand?
Okay, sir.
So with
Yes,
respect to
sir.
the motorcycle, his position is not changing. That's why we are telling he is at rest. Okay, but again, my second question. See, with respect to this figure, we can ask so many questions. With respect to the ground, I'm asking, with respect to the ground or the road, whether the person who is riding the motorcycle is at rest or in motion, and please tell why you are telling like that. Come on, anyone?
So in respect
So
to
he is
the
at
ground, it
rest.
is in motion.
No. Please, anyone.
In respect to the ground, it is at
everyone you are
motion
telling,
because
you
its
don't-
place is
please,
changing by the
please,
time.
Please, once more. Once more. Come on, once more.
So
Anyone?
my answer is that in respect to the ground, he is at motion because its place is changing by the time. In
Yes.
respect to the ground.
You don't tell place. Don't tell place. That word is wrong. Your answer is correct. Please tell position. That word itself you should mention. What word?
Oh, okay, sir.
Don't write like that. Okay. It's very important.
Position.
Certain
Okay, sir.
words are very crucial. Don't tell place. It's position. So I am telling with respect to the ground, the person who is riding the motorcycle is in motion. Okay. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Because with respect to the ground or the road, his position is changing. That's enough. Got it? With respect to the ground, the position of the motorcyclist is changing. Got it? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
That is why we
Yes,
are
sir.
telling.
Yes, sir.
That is why we are telling he is in motion, not at rest with respect to the ground. Okay, but with respect to the motorcycle, he is at rest. Why? Because he is moving along with the motorcycle. So with respect to the motorcycle, his position is not changing. Okay. So why I am telling these kind of things? So it means that in order to tell whether an object is at rest or in motion, we should specify some other points or a reference or a standard point, right? So see, we are comparing the position of the object with respect to the motorcycle as well as with respect to the ground, right? Right?
Yes.
With respect to the motorcycle, his position is not changing. So we told that he is at rest. And with respect to the ground or road, his position is changing. Therefore, we tell with respect to the ground, he is in motion. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It means that we have to take a standard reference point with respect to which the motion or rest of an object can be defined. Okay, got it? And that is called a reference
Yes,
point.
sir.
That is called a reference point. A simple man. So consider you are sitting in this way. From the figure itself, I have explained this thing. So consider you itself, any student, you are sitting in a train and the train is moving very fastly. So please answer me very clearly. This similar type of question I'm asking again you. Consider you imagine you yourself, anyone is sitting inside a train and it is moving. Okay, my question is, so the person is moving along with the train, right? So with respect to the train, whether the person is at rest or in motion, and why. You should justify your answer also. Why? Why you are telling like that? Come on.
So it is in rest because
So
its
it is in
position is
rest.
not changing.
Yes,
Because the position is
absolutely.
not changing.
Yes, absolutely. That's the point. So there are hundreds of examples we can tell like this. So with respect to the train, we are telling he is at rest. He is at rest. Why? Because his position is not changing with respect to the train. That is why he is at rest. Again, I am asking you with respect to the ground or outside. What is his condition? Is he at rest or in motion? And please tell why. Come on.
So in motion because in respect to the ground, its position is changing.
Yeah, with respect to the ground, every second, because since the train is moving very fast, even though it is slow also, doesn't matter whether it is slow, whether it is speed, whatever it may be, with respect to the ground, that person sitting inside the train is in certainly 100% sure that it is in motion. Why? Because every time it's continuously his position is changing. Right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, that's the point. You got the idea of motion. So motion cannot be simply defined like that is if person is changing. So we have to define motion as well as rest by comparing to a standard reference point. That reference point I explain now. You understand, right? That reference point. So the person sitting inside the train is, when compared with the train, he is at rest since his position is not changing. And when compared with the ground, his position is changing, so he is told to be in motion. So that train as well as the ground is a reference point with respect to which we can tell a body is at rest or in motion. Am I clear up to this?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my question, my humble request is, tomorrow you should, or today itself I am giving an assignment. You should find out these kind of some examples of reference points. I have given 2 examples, right? The motorcyclist riding a motorcycle, and with respect to the motorcycle, he is at rest because his position is not changing, and with respect to the ground, he is in motion because his position is changing. Like that, I have given an example for a train also, moving train. Like that, you can find out hundreds of examples. So each one of you, please find out 5 examples. 5 examples, anything. Okay, like this.
Okay, sir.
The definition of motion as well as rest in comparison with the 2 reference points. So both of them you have to define whether it is rest or in motion. Okay, tomorrow I will ask you, and you have to define. Okay, I'll ask you. Understand?
So we have to do
Yeah, tell me. Come on. So my question is the next slide visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, it
sir.
will come, it will come. Why your class has 28 students, today only 14 students joined? What happened? What happened? So this is another example for actually explaining this position. Whether the screen is visible to you or not?
So
Sir,
it is
visible.
visible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So there are 4 lines, the 4 straight lines with arrowheads, and it is indicated as A, B, C, D. Okay. See, so we are counting from left to right. Wait. So suppose 4 ABCD are sitting in a row equidistant from their neighbors, from left to right. Clear? Consider this as 4 ABCD are persons are sitting in a row equidistant from their neighbors from left to right, as shown in figure. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the position of B with respect to A, what is its position? It is its immediate right, right? It is position of A, sorry, position of B with respect to A. What is its position?
Right.
It is immediate right, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And what is the position of C? What is the position of C?
Immediate left.
Yeah, it is immediate left. Position of B is immediate left. And D, what is the position of D? It is second to the left. Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, why we are discussing these kind of things? Because this is also another reference point. See, with respect to B, what is the position of A? And with respect to B, what is the position of Z? With respect to D, what is the position of B? Like that. See, what the idea? So here, B is taken as a standard reference point, the line B, or the person sitting at B, the position of B is taken as a reference point. Okay? And the position of B, we are discussing in comparison with the other points. See, with respect to, see, again I am repeating, the position of B with respect to A is immediate right. But the position of B with respect to C is immediate left. And the position of B with respect to D is second to the left of B. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we are comparing the position of B with respect to remaining ACD, or the person sitting at the positions ACD. So here ACD are the reference points to which the position of B is compared. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here ACD are position A, position C, and position D can be considered as reference points. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So see, this position is relative. So it means that, so the concluding idea is that the position of any object is relative. It is not absolute. It is relative. Means it will change, which varies according to the reference point. Now, are you 100% clear of this reference point, right?
Yes, sir.
See,
Yes, sir.
the position of B, we are explaining. What is the position of B with respect to A? Immediate right. What is the position of B with respect to C? Immediate left. What is the position of B with respect to D? Second to the left of B. Okay, second to the left of D. Okay, so it's clear that it means that the concluding point is position of any object is not absolute. It is relative. Means it will change according to the reference point. Here ACD are the three reference points. So with respect to each of the reference points, the position of B is different in this PPT. Am I clear? With respect to the three reference points A,
Yes, sir.
Z, and D, the position is not absolute. It is changing. It is relative. It is relative means it will change. The same example, practical example I have explained in the beginning for the train, moving train, as well as the motorcyclist. Got it? Am I clear with the idea? Reference points.
Yes, sir.
Why I am repeating again and again is because it is a most important idea. Without that, motion and the rest cannot be explained. Okay. So we are coming to the definition of the rest and motion. Okay, concept of rest and motion. See now, the rest. What is rest? The body is said to be. See, whether the screen, the next slide, is it visible to you, students? Please tell.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's
So please
visible.
look at the slide very carefully. So rest. Now it will be very much clear to you. A body is said to be in rest if it's a position. See, it is underlined. A body is said to be in rest if its position does not vary with respect to a given reference point as time passes. The perfect definition. A body is said to be in rest if its position does not vary or change. Vary means change with respect to a given reference point as time passes. Okay. Now you are very much clear about the reference point, right? You have no confusion. Anyone have any confusion? Please reply.
No, sir.
You are
No,
perfectly
sir.
clear about the reference point, right? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
Now you will understand, but because if I didn't explain the reference point clearly, you will get confused. Now I think you are very much clear. So rest, the body is said to be in rest if its position does not change or vary with respect to a given reference point as time passes. My humble request is, while you are studying this definition at home, please think about that practical example in your mind. Okay, the person sitting, then only it will become perfect, otherwise you will forget. While you are studying this definitions at home,
Okay,
please,
sir.
my humble request is, please think that practical examples in your mind. After that you study. For each definition, please think that practical example. Okay, will you do it like that?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So why? Because, for example, a body is said to be in rest if its position does not change with respect to a given reference point as time passes. While studying this, please consider that example. The person moving inside a moving train. So with respect to the train, his position is not changing. So that is the reference point. The train is the reference point. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The train is the reference point. So with respect to the train, his position is not changing. So we are telling that object is at rest. Okay. Next point is motion. A body is said to be in motion. So if there is a continuous change in position, means position should change continuously without any break. Continuous means without any break. Every time it should change. See, with respect to again a given reference point as time passes. Okay, again, while studying this, again, I am requesting you, please consider the practical example in your mind and then study. What is the practical example? Again, that person inside the moving train, in comparison with the ground, that is the reference point there, right? In comparison with the ground, his position is continuously changing because the train is moving. So with respect to the ground, which is the reference point there, his position is continuously changing. So we are telling a body is said to be in motion if there is a continuous change in position with respect to a given reference point as time passes. Am I clear perfectly? Am I clear? Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I know you understand, but the point is that while studying each definition, please consider the practical example in your mind and then study. That you are not going to forget these things in your whole lifetime. Okay, that's my intention. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the concluding point is concept of rest and motion is related to a referral change in position. Don't confuse with these sentences. It's simple. So the concept of rest and motion is related to referral change in position. It means that the position of an object is compared with the reference point. That's all. The meaning of this statement is very simple. The concept of rest and motion is related to referral change in position. It means that we are comparing the object with the reference point and telling whether it is rest, whether it is at rest or in motion. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
See, the last statement is very crucial that I explain. You will understand. So a single object can be at rest or motion at the same time with respect to different reference points. See, the last statement is very much clear. Think about again the practical example of person moving inside along with the train. See, with respect to the train, the object is not with respect to the train. He is at rest because his position is not changing. That is the reference point. And with respect to at the same time, see the point, at the same time, with respect to the ground, he is in motion because his position is changing. So that's why that statement is very much clear. So a single object can be at rest or on